Yo, it's Bam Mamo back with media. Now, let's do the esoteric breakdown of the Hulk and why the Hulk is related to us when we're talking about the non-ether beings.
Hulk is strongest there is!
So if you know anything about electromagnetic radiation, remember there's electromagnetic waves, electromagnetic spectrum, and electromagnetic radiation. This is part of the electromagnetic spectrum from radio to gamma rays, but there's higher than gamma rays, cosmic rays, that are not even on this chart. But gamma rays is the decay of what you call the decay of the ethers to present you different spectrums of color. You feel what I'm saying? So the Hulk is pretty much what you would be considered fallen angels, just like somebody would consider a being of our status of fallen angels, even though we're not really fallen angels. They will consider us that because of our ability to come down or decay from, the higher ethers into a physical space. But we're going to come back to that. So when they say the Hulk emits this rage, it's just like Broly, right? And how even Broly has this green aura around him. And I'm explaining this green aura and pretty much this rage, because remember, gamma rays is going to produce this green energy. You're talking about even in the ethers, how this green energy is produced or manifested onto the earth plane as the heart chakra, but we'll talk about that in a second. So when you get that the Hulk and the Broly is like a two halves of each other, because the Hulk dealing with rage and understanding how this rage power will increase this gamma radiation, because gamma radiation deals with fire. You're talking about when things are brought into fire, brought into a physical manifestation, things have to be hindered, like the heat has to be hindered. So in other words, what I'm saying is, without the proper spin, magnetic spin and the proper spin, this dielectric pressure will cause decay inside of atoms, and this will produce these lower rays of energy after gamma rays. And these gamma rays is what is exuding off of Hulk and is making him madder and making him stronger, making him, more rage power and things like that. And this is why they say he's related to the one below all, right? So like the seraphim angels and the what we call the Etherians, or we call the non-Etherians, right? You understand that there's two halves to these beings, where you call the positive polarity and negative polarity. So the cherubim and seraphim. So the seraphim are the green ones, or the green serpent, but like black people energy, right? And they protect us and protect our universe and different like that, but they manifest as green from the mental plane. So they are in the mental plane that manifest themselves into the etheric plane as green, as this green energy. Or we talk about the fourth point, or the fourth dot, or we're talking about the fourth heart chakra. And so as you're talking about pretty much being able to have the mental seed, the mental have the heart seed in the mind to be able to create or manifest something. So that's what these beings are right here. And so you're talking about this decay of energy is what is ultimately giving you the present day human as we decay down into this physical body. But you understand that regardless of that being said, it was all for a purpose anyways. Don't ever get it twisted thinking that this being is evil or that being is evil. I just told you this is a positive side. You have positive and negative polarities and everything. And you'll start to understand that when you get to on a higher level, that nothing is truly evil, only a perspective of how we are viewing that thing. Shout out Malachi Z. York, even though, he's in the position he in, but you feel me? I tell people I don't really like talking about that. You just need to know what he was trying to teach. And for others, I tell y'all, don't ever get caught up into anybody's work too much. You still want to go in and use your own discernment, but being able to understand what they're even talking about, you have to be able to get to that level. So if we're saying, even when we're dealing with this green etheric energy and Hulk, think about, okay, so when we're thinking about the earth is green. When you think about the heart chakra is green, right? When you think about gamma rays are green. How does this all connect? Because inside of these before these gamma rays, they have what you call neutrinos, and these neutrinos, quarks and neutrinos are going to manifest this green energy when you're talking about being able to bring things down into the heart seed of the middle place, or the center. So that's what this heart chakra does, and that's why people can consider Hulk such a savage, is because you know it's that lower. You got to go through that lower energy as well, being the balance between the lower and the masculine and feminine, or the higher and lower uh chakras, and so the Hulk is that balance when you talk about between Bruce Banner and the Hulk, right? And that's that, because he originally is Bruce Banner, but this offspring is the Hulk, and he learned to use the Hulk in a more refined manner, well, as much as the comic books say, but that's what he was doing, was trying to do. So on here they say the heart chakra, I mean the that the ether chakra, or the ninth chakra, is blue green, right? And to be honest with you, the ninth chakra is a combination of all colors we call black, but we like to say, it has green in there too, because when it's manifested, remember I was saying that as above, so below, as within, is without. When things are manifested on the etheric plane, the etheric template, it has to be manifested from the mental to the etheric template as green. Same thing when you're talking about the heart chakra coming down on the earth, how the heart is that green, or that photosynthesis, like the sun, it has to be manifested as green on the earth. So it's a similar thing. It's just not the same exact green. It might be a different color green. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's higher vibrational. So this is. And if I ain't say it already, the one below all is just a reflection of the one above all, and the one below all is talking about the ego, and how the lower aspect of self, will match up and meet the higher aspect of self. So they're really just two sides of the same coin. And so the Hulk, because he is this heart chakra energy, he embodies both. So this is why he will be helping the Avengers and helping people. But then he has the flip side where he gets that rage power from the heat, from the hindering of electricity, and is causing things to burst out, like plasma energy. So